Ganun po.
Yan. How was it yesterday, Dali?
Very good.
Very good ba? Smooth naman?
Ganun po.
Smooth naman?
132 ang nasa Zoom.
Wow. 132. Tapos we are having many new members. Diba? As per Viel.
Hello po. We're gonna start in a bit na po.
We are streaming. We are streaming.
Where's Sir Joey? Our...
First speaker ba siya ngayon?
Yeah.
Okay. So, wala si Patricia Campbell. We're not recognizing any, her guesting today. Okay.
Can we please fix that buzzing sound? Di ba pwedeng mawala? Kasi every time somebody comes in, So, Jen, paki-check.
Ma'am, sa host lang po. Pero pag sa YouTube, wala siya.
Wala, oo.
Dali, may chat ako sa'yo. Oh.
Sir Joey pa, asa na siya? Siyang unang-una natin. Ilan ang nasa waiting room natin? SBL, marami na, no? Marami nang nasa waiting room.
Ma'am, currently we have 50 participants. One by one.
Pagka 2 minutes lang yung next video, paano ba yan? Na Sister Joby.
Hi, magandang hapon po. Medyo dumadami na po tayo sa Zoom, no? Sige, tingnan natin yung mga members na nandito. For the sake of our international audience, kung meron ulit, let's see who are in the Zoom meeting today. Virtual Heart Reacts para po sa mga Tagaluzon. Meron po ba? Check natin. Sino mga Tagaluzon dito? Yan, dami ngayon naman po, mga taga Visayas, thumbs up! Yan. May mga nakikita tayo. Pwede rin po kayo mag-chat kung hindi nyo mahanap yung react button. And then for Mindanao, virtual clap. Sayang na mas masaya po kung like real clap. And for our international audience, yung mga nasa ibang time zone, celebratory reacts. Yung parang tada. Yan, nakalagay. Tada sa tabi ng heart. Yan, meron tayo. Yung isang speaker natin. Si Gesher. Hi, Gesher. Welcome. Yan, medyo nag-update lang po yung Zoom ng iba natin mga kasama. So habang wala pa sila, magkwentuhan muna tayo ng konti, no? Sige, sa reacts button po ulit, no? Sino mga naging member dito nung first 10 years ng PSME? Kasi 50 years na po tayo, no? 1970s. Heart Reacts po, 1970s, may mga naging member na ba? Siyempre, founding members nandito. Hi, Ma'am Del Valle. Good afternoon po. Sige, 1970s. Paakit tayo. 1980s, may mga naging member na ba ng PSME ng 1980s? Thumbs up? Meron ba? Medyo bago-bago ata 1990s, I'm sure meron na yan. Heart or thumbs up. Pwede rin kayo mag-chat. Ito na tayo. Sa 2000 hanggang 2010, hanggang ngayon, sino yung mga bagong members? Yan, may mga nakikita tayo. Ayan, dumadami na yung mga, react buttons. Yan, dami. Okay. Sige. Teka lang po hintayin lang natin saglit for the technical difficulties. Yan, meron tayong galing Jakarta, Indonesia, si Sir Ariel. Yan, PSME member from before. Yan, nag-chat kami kahapon. At tinatanong niya kung kamusta na daw yung membership niya. Mas nauna pa siya sa akin eh. Yan, Sir Ariel, hello po. So here, makikita natin sa ating screen, naka-flash po yung ating mga resource persons for the day. Sir Bong Jose Barcelo from Camp Pino Elementary School. Si Jesher Edrey Perez ng Emmanuel Fundamental Baptist Learning Center na ngayon ay nasa UK. Good morning, bagong gising. Next po si Ma'am Magnolia Factoria and Vincent Navarro from Cagayan State University. Nino Jose Balbin, taga Catanduanes, Palta National High School, Virac. And si Sir Trey Atrio Kari, tama po ba yung pagkakapronounce ko? Forteza from Elizabeth Seton School. Ayan. Ayan, meron tayong mga greetings sa ating chat box. Hi, Ma'am BC. Good afternoon. Ma'am Anna May, mula sa Manuel Rojas High School. Yan, pwede niyo po i-type yung mga mga schools dito para i-shout out natin habang naghihintay. Hi, Ma'am Vera. Tita Vera, hello. Elizabeth Seton School, my alma mater. Ma'am Anna May, mula Manuel Rojas High School. Hi, Ginang Ira, si Sidlan Institute, Waldorf. Jerson Ayuno from Baguio Remnant International College. Ayan, pagbati po sa mga board at members ng Koday Society of the Philippines. Parang nakita ko po sila dito kanina. Hi, Ma'am Rosel. Tita Vera, hello po. Si Ma'am Daisy, nakita ata Marasigan. Parang nakita ko kanina. Yan. Good afternoon, everyone from Tacloban City. Sir, Dr. Stephen Lagarde, hello po. Yan. So, Ma'am Dolly, are you there? Baka may gusto po kayong i-share. Medyo nagkaka-technical difficulties po. Kanina nga may downtime ang Converge, kaya muntik na kaming hindi matuloy. Joke. Ma'am Dal.
Hello, good afternoon po sa ating lahat. Our first speaker is just updating his gadget. 2 minutes po. And then you'll be hearing from Sir Joey Ayala. So you can raise some questions regarding yesterday's talk. We can have a short question and answer po while waiting for Sir Joey Ayala, who would like to ask some questions. So at this point, maybe we can acknowledge our speakers. Kaway-kaway po. Si Sir Jose Barcelo, are you here? Please say hi.
Hi po. Hi, ma'am.
Sir, konting pagbati po. Para mamaya, kahit shorter na yung iyong introduction.
Yan, meron pa tayong mga ma'am, meron pa tayong mga chat, no, galing sa South Hills School, Los Baños, Sir Tigson.
Sir
Ray Libiran. Hi, good afternoon daw po. Johnny T. Almirol from the Pitan City, Mindanao. Sir Paeng, Rafael Rubio ng Region 3. Yes, magandang hapon po.
Magandang hapon po.
Yan, ang dami, no? So, ngayon po, share namin yung link ng live sa YouTube, Ma'am Biel. Pwede mo po ba i-chat yung ating link, no? So, yung mga wala po dito sa Zoom, pwede po nilang mapanood sa YouTube. Ayan. Ita-type lang po dyan sa chat box. Ayan po. So, pwede niyo po itong i-share sa kanila. Ayan. 79 na tayo. Siguro, pwede nating tingnan yung, ano to? Retrospect video. Pwede ba natin tingnan yun, Ma'am Dolly? Gusto niyo ba ipakita na yung 50 or yung rules, mga ganon? Habang wala pang...
Okay, we'll ask our tech.
Sige. Sir Rogen.
Sir Jesher, can you introduce yourself? He will be our second speaker. I think he was on a break earlier. Dr. Magnolia, are you here? And Vincent? Medyo malayo yung Tugegaraw. Nino, where's Nino?
Hi po.
Where are you, sir? Ayun.
Yan.
Ayun. Sige, batiin mo sila, sir. Maraming
Ay.
banggi.
Ay, just mayad na banggi po sa Indogabos, sa mga gabos po na mga participants, as in po yung mga speakers man po, fellow speakers, yun po. At saka, binabati ko rin po yung mga taga Catanduanes pong mga nag-a-attend kayo.
Yan. Baka may gusto ka i-shout out, pwede. May time pa tayo.
Maya na lang siya.
Sige po. Thank you. How about si
Yeah.
Trey? Hi, Sir Trey. Andyan ka na po.
Hello
Thank
po.
you. Yan.
Good afternoon po. Good afternoon po to everybody.
May gusto ka bang i-shout out? Habang may time pa tayo.
Shoutout po sa mga music teachers ng Seaton. Hello po.
Yan. Ang daming mga good afternoon sa chat box natin, no? Sana po magstay kayo ngayon. Medyo nahirapan lang po mag-log in yung iba. Yan. Siguro po ipakita natin yung rules for the webinar habang wala pa po yung mauuna sana. Yan, sir.
Please observe
Sir Rogen.
Q&A rules.
Okay,
Before
yeah.
asking a question, check if anyone has asked it already. Any participant may ask 1 to 2 questions only. Give short and clear questions that are answerable at this time. Stay on topic. Please do not ask irrelevant comments or thoughts. Respect the opinion of others. Be generous in your comments and feedback. Thank you.
Yan. Thank you po. So kung mamaya may mga tanong kayo, pwede nyo lang po i-chat sa chat box at i-address natin siya towards the end kasi medyo tuloy-tuloy po yung demo videos na ating mga teacher, no? So dati may mga pa-teaching demo tayo sa mga partner schools natin like sa UST, sa PNU, sa UP, no? Pero ngayon, Zoom tayo? Zoom teaching demo. Yan. So sige, para hindi na po tumagal, magre-remedyo na lang po tayo ng ating program sa mga di inaasahang pag-update kasi may nangyaring ganon. Ayan. So sige, perhaps we start with our opening teaser for our PSME 50th founding anniversary.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ako si Sir Bong Barcelo ng Campiño Elementary School, ang makakasama ninyo sa ating aralin. Ang layunin ng ating paksa ay makilala ang mga simpleng anyo sa musika. Halina at sama-sama tayong matuto mula sa inihandang aralin ngayon. Tayo ay magsimula na. Alam ba ninyo ang larong 4 na larawan, isang salita o 4 picks, 1 word? Simple lamang ito. Magpapakita ako ng 4 na larawan upang maalala ninyo kung ano ang pamagat ng awitin. Narito ang larawan ng tandang pananong, mata, bahay, at kurtina. Ano kaya ang pamagat ng awitin? Tama, ang pamagat ng awitin ay ano-ano. Tara na, sabayan ninyo ako sa pag-awit. Ano-ano ang nakikita sa pagpasok sa eskwela? Mga bahay na magaganda, may kurtina pa. Ano ang inyong napansin sa awiting ano-ano? Marami bang bahagi o seksyon ang awitin? Paulit-ulit ba ang tono nito? Ang anyo ng awiting ano-ano ay unitary dahil isa lamang ang bahagi o seksyon nito at walang inuulit na himig at bahagi. Upang madagdagan pa ang kaalaman ninyo sa mga awitin, ay nais kong ipakilala ang awiting nagmula sa rehiyon 3 na pinamagatang habala. Mahilig ba kayong mamasyal sa tabing ilog? O maligo sa ilog? Kung oo, ay tamang-tama para sa inyo ang susunod nating awitin. Ating panoorin at pakinggan ang music video.
Tamoy na habala, habala, tamagilba, magilbanin waponda, taemen nin gomanda, dotamonin magwawa, dotamonin magkola, ihaet magpalansa, tamarani na yapista.
Ang habala o ang ibig sabihin ay sa ilog ay isang awiting sambal na nagmula sa Botolan, Zambales. Ito ay sinaliksik ni Dr. Roland M. Fronda at inareglo naman ni Dr. Rafael C. Rubio. Dahil isa lamang ang bahagi ng awiting habala, kaya ito ay nabibilang sa mga awiting unitary. Ating tandaan, kapag isa lamang ang bahagi ng awit at hindi inuulit, ito ay unitary form. Muli nating panoorin at pakinggan ang music video ng habala upang maging pamilyar ang himig nito.
Tamoy na habala, habala, tamagilba, magilbanin waponda, taemen nin gomanda, dotamonin magwawa, dotamonin magkola, ihaet magpalansa, tamarani na yapista.
Ang awiting habala ay mayroong Tagalog translation na ginawa ni Dr. Melinda D. Punzalan upang maunawaan natin kung ano ang sinasabi sa awitin. Halina't pakinggan. Tayo na sa ilog ay maglaba, maglaba ng mga punda para gumanda. siya at malapit na ang pista. Nakikita ba ninyo ang aking nakikita? Narito muli ang 4 na larawan. Hulaan nga ninyo ang pamagat ng susunod nating awitin. Magaling! Leron-leron sinta ang pamagat. At dahil dyan, tuloy-tuloy ang ating pag-aawitan. Ngayon naman ay sama-sama nating awitin ang leron-leron sinta. Leron-leron sinta, buko ng papaya, daladalay buslo, sisidlan ng bunga. Pagdating sa duloy, nabali ang sanga, kapos kapalaran, humanap ng iba. Halika na neneng, tayo'y manampalo, dalhin mo ang guslong, sisidlan ng hinog. Pagdating sa duloy, lalamba-lambayo, kumapit ka neneng, baka ka mahulog. Ako'y ibigin mo, lalaking matapang, ang baril ko ay 7, ang sundang ko'y siyam, ang lalakaran ko'y parte ng ginulang. Isang pinggang pansit ang aking kalaban, isang pinggang pansit ang aking kalaban. Ilang bahagi o seksyon ang nakapaloob sa awiting Leron-Leron Sinta? Kung ang sagot ninyo ay 3 bahagi, ito ay tama. Kumusta naman ang himig o melodiya ng 3 bahagi nito? Magkatulad ba o magkaiba? Siyempre naman, magkatulad ang mga himig ng 3 bahagi ng awiting Leron-Leron Sinta. Dahil sa mga katangiang ito, strophic ang anyo ng awiting Leron-Leron Sinta. Mga mag-aaral, mayroon pa tayong isang awitin. Ang awiting ito ay isang panalangin. Maaari ninyong itong awitin pagkagising sa umaga o bago kumain at bago matulog. Muli, nais kong ipakilala ang isa pang awitin na nilikha ni Ginoong Modesto D. Lambini Jr. at Dr. Rafael C. Rubio ng DepEd Region 3. Ang pamagat ng awiting susunod ay Salamat Ama. Manood at makinig.
Aming Ama, salamat po sa mga biyaya mo. Salamat sa buhay at talinay sa aming handog. Aming Ama, salamat po sa pamilya't kapwa ko. Patuloy mong ingatan aming bayan. Kami ay sumasamo.
Suriin natin ang awiting Salamat Ama. Ito ay mayroong 2 seksyon at magkaiba ang mga titik nito. Subalit, ang himig o tono ng una at ikalawang bahagi ay magkatulad o iisa ang tono. Kaya ang awiting Salamat Ama ay awiting strophic. Siya nga pala, Ang awiting Salamat Ama ay inareglo ni Dr. Rafael C. Rubio at inawit naman ni na Binibining Micaela T. Puzon at Ginoong Modesto D. Labini Jr. Halina, panoorin at pakinggan natin muli ang music video ng Salamat Ama upang maging pamilyar sa inyo ang himig nito.
Aming Ama, salamat po sa mga biyaya mo. Salamat sa buhay at talinay sa aming handog. Aming Ama, salamat po sa pamilya't kapwa ko. Patuloy mong ingatan aming bayan. Kami ay sumasamo.
Napansin ba ninyo na ang Salamat Ama ay may parehong katangian sa awiting Loren-Loren Sinta? Tandaan din natin na kapag may dalawa o higit pang seksyon ang isang awitin at paulit-ulit lamang ang himig o tono, ito ay strophic form. Narito naman ang mga pananda na ginagamit sa mga simpleng anyo sa musika, tulad ng unitary at strophic. Tandaan ninyong mabuti ang mga ito. Para sa unitary, ang pananda ay A. As sa strophic naman, kapag dalawang bahagi na magkatulad ang melodiya, ang panandang ginagamit ay A. Kapag tatlong bahagi na magkatulad ang melodiya, ang panandang ginagamit ay A. Suriin nating mabuti ang dalawang music score na may pamagat na Habala at Salamat Ama. Ito ay ating narinig kanina. Alin sa dalawa ang unitary at alin ang strophic? Tama, ang Habala ang unitary at ang Salamat Ama ang strophic. Tayong mga Pilipino ay sadyang mahilig sa musika. Mula sa TV, radyo, gadget o computer at mga application gaya ng Spotify at Sing ay naririnig natin ang mga awitin. Ito ay isang paraan upang mas higit nating maunawaan ang mga music elements na nakapaloob sa awitin katulad ng ating aralin na anyo o form. Dapat ay nakikilala natin ang anyo ng musika na ating napapakinggan, kung ito ay simpleng anyo na unitary o strophic, o kaya'y ibang anyo pa ng musika. Sa ating aralin ay naipakita ang mga awiting unitary at strophic. Laging tandaan na ang unitary ay may isang section na di inuulit. At ang awiting strophic naman ay mayroong dalawa o higit pang section na magkatulad naman ang himig o inuulit lamang ang tono. Tingnan nga natin kung naaalala pa ninyo ang mga awitin at aralin. Kumplitohin ninyo ang chart sa loob ng 1 minuto. Narito ang mga kasagutan. Ang unang awit na ano-ano ay may bilang ng section na isa, may panandang ginamit na A, at ang anyo ay unitary. Ang liron-liron sinta naman ay may tatlong bahagi o tatlong seksyon. Ang panandang ginamit ay A, A, A at ang anyo ay strophic. Ang Salamat Ama ay mayroong dalawang seksyon. A, A ang panandang ginamit at ang anyo ay strophic. At ang Awiting Habala ay mayroong isang seksyon na ang panandang ginamit ay A at ang anyo nito ay unitary. Ang musika ay lagi nating maririnig sa araw-araw. Sanayin ang inyong sarili sa pagkilala sa anyo ng awiting napapakinggan sa radyo, telebisyon, YouTube at mga gadget. Dito nagtatapos ang ating aralin para sa araw na ito. Sana ay marami kayong natutuhan. Masayang araw, hanggang sa muli!
Good day everyone and welcome to this video presentation of mine. My name is Jesher and I am one of the current MA students at the Institute of Education here at the University of Reading. For this presentation, we will be exploring music classroom activities for grade 1. To establish some context for today's lesson, once again the level that we'll be teaching are grade 1 learners, and the theme for this quarter is actually self, especially their favorites. And the topic and the goal for today's lesson is for us to be able to allow the kids to practice beat as well as the rhythms ta and sati, and for us to provide a review of singing sol mi and the concept that sol to mi is actually going down. And lastly is the reinforcement of the dynamics loud and soft. Furthermore, with the context is the materials that we'll be using. First is the review material of the song Siso, and a new rhyme that we'll be teaching the kids, which has a title Adda Pusak Abasit, which is in my mother tongue, which we translated as I have a small cat. We're also having some instruments of the sol and mi tone bars, which we'll be giving to the kids, as well as to give the kids each a pair of mallets to use. We'll also be using some toy animals, like the ones I have over here. I have a toy, stuffed toy, a dog stuffed over here, as well as some cat stuffed toys. But primarily, we'll be using the cat as our visual aid for this lesson, specifically for the rhyme that we will be teaching them. And lastly, the last material is actually an optional material, as I will be using it. I'll be taking it from this book that I will be using for this lesson, but I highly encourage you to also come up with the same material, and I'll explain to you later why. For this presentation, I will be doing both the demonstration of how I, the teacher, will be doing it to the students or with the students in the classroom, and then I will be explaining to you why and how we do these activities as such. Now, let's start the lesson for the day. So as the kids are coming into the music classroom, we want to start immediately with music. So as the kids are lined up entering the music classroom, you will now start and sing, "Let's form our circle, circle, circle. Let's form our circle, circle." Now, as you walk and guide the kids forming the circle around the music classroom, and as everyone is in the circle already, you may now sing, "Everybody sit down, sit down, sit down on the floor." As you, the teacher, also goes on one of the ends of the circle, as you can see everybody over there. As you've established, all the children now are ready to begin the class. You can now then sing, "Good morning, grade 1." And you would then expect the kids to actually sing back to you. For example, Teacher Joshua will sing, "Good morning, grade 1. Good morning, Teacher Joshua." You want them to echo back the tone and to sing in response to you. And you can explore this, as you can also sing, "Good morning, boys," or you may also sing, "Good morning, girls." And everybody now again we sing, "Good morning, grade 1." And we are doing the greeting in this manner as we sing, "Sol mi mi sol mi," because we want to start the kids not just to warm up their voices, but at the same time to actually practice them hearing the topic that we are actually doing with them with sol, mi, sol, mi, the relationship between sol and mi. And preferably, we'll be able to use the tones A and F sharp as these are comfortable for the voices of this age level. And then you could just do a rhythm for the kids to respond, and you may just go. Now, if you're doing this activity or kind of practice for a long time now, you would just expect the kids to respond to you, like what I've been doing with my kids. However, if you've been doing this for less than 4 sessions, you can actually tell the kids, now children, I want you to clap after me. If I do this, I will clap. If I do this, you clap whatever I'll be clapping. So now, let's do it all together. Clap after me. 1, 2, here I go. This gives us an opportunity and allow the kids to actually feel and move along the rhythm. And also this also opportunity for those kids who are actually someone bored, they may just get back into the class because they've seen everyone, oh, everyone is clapping, and I should also be clapping as clapping. It's fun for the kids. We will then lead the kids to recall these rhythms. So children, we may say, children, now, how do we call these rhythms again? We have names for these two kinds of rhythm. Now, who remembers what we call this rhythm? Very good. It's ta. How about this one? Good job. It's tati. Now, I want all of you to cup your ears like this. Everybody cup their ears, cup their ears, cup their ears like this. And I want you to listen to me as I clap and speak the name of the rhythms. Ready? 1, 2. Here I go. Ta, 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 tati, 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 ta, 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 ta. Now, I want you now to do it together with me, but this time, just think of ta and tati inside your heads, okay? Follow me as I speak it, and I want you to think it in your heads. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. Ta, 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 ta. Tati, 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 ta, 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 ta. Well, now I want you to speak after me. Ta, 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 ta. Tati, 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 tati. Ta, 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 ta. Very good, children. Now, as you're speaking now, let's now put it all together. Let's clap and speak the name of these rhythms. Again, after me. 1, 2, here I go. Ta, 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 ta. Ta, ta, tati, ta. Tati, 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 ta. Now this time, I want you to again clap after me, but again this time just thinking of ta and tati in your head. Now you may continue doing that activity with the kids as you actually visually assess which among the kids are actually speaking ta and tati accurately and doing it in their heads. But the most important is for them to actually be able to hearing the rhythms in their heads. And after that, you actually start to explore this as the kids does it in groups. You may divide the kids into half. One group just doing the beat, for example, in their laps. And then the other group could actually do a class rhythm. For example, we can have a class rhythm for this class as ta, 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 ti, ta. So one group will be doing the beat, and one group would go ta, 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 ti, ta. As they speak, as they clap, as they tap their shoulders, tap their heads, play some instruments, you are free to explore all of these things as you continue to allow the kids to practice and enjoy doing their ta and tati rhythms. Now moving on to the first part or the main lesson for today, you would actually want the kids to start with them with something that they actually already know. So we may ask as a teacher, we may go, now children, who remembers our song that goes like this? And the kids will just go, it's seesaw, teacher, it's seesaw. Now, we want again to review the song with all the kids because we want to ensure that everybody actually remembers the material. So as a teacher, you can go, everybody cup their ears, cup their ears, cup their ears like this. We're doing the cupping of the ear because you want the kids to be actively listening to you. As they do this, they would actually think that, oh, I'm actually really listening to teacher. And you could actually do this for all the kids, and then they would actually actively sing to you, and you would sing the song to them. Now I want you to sing with me only in your heads as you listen to teacher. Here I go, seesaw, up and down, in the sky and on the ground. And then you may lead the kids in singing the song. And most importantly, now if you're actually leading them to singing the entire song, because you already know about this, is for you to sing the first tone of the song. And by this I mean ready and sing, or sing with me all together now. And instead of speaking it, because you want the kids to actually hear when or how will they start the song. Now compare this. Ready and sing, seesaw, to ready, ready and sing, seesaw. We want to establish and we want to assist the kids, to scaffold the kids on how to actually be singing. And you would do this one more time, several times as you needed to. And then again, we'll be seeing it all together, making fun of that. And then, as you continue the lesson, you would go now into more reinforcement of sol, mi, going up and down by imitating the seesaw. You could go. So remember, children, now, last time we saw or we did how the seesaw goes. Remember, the seesaw goes like this. Seesaw, up and down. Or the kids would just spread their arms. Seesaw, up and down, in the sky and on the ground. Then remember, children, we move the movement of seesaw in our heads, in our shoulders. Now I want you to watch teacher gesture first. I'll do it first and then you follow after me. Seesaw, up and down, in the sky and on the ground. And then you would lead the kids actually singing seesaw with the movement from sol in their heads and me in their shoulders. And then you would eventually then lead them to singing in sol and mi. So children, last time instead of singing seesaw, we changed the words of our song. The one, if you put our hands up here, starts with the letter S, and the other word, if you put our hands in our shoulders, starts with the letter M. Who remembers those words? We start with the letter S. It's a 3-letter word. It is sol. Very good. How about the letter M? Mi. Good job. Now can we sing it? Sol, mi, ready and sing. Sol, mi, sol, sol, mi. Sol, sol, mi, mi, sol, sol, mi. Very good, children. Now lastly, now who remembers if we actually go from sol to mi? Again, the sound is Now, do we go up or do we go down? Listen again to teacher. That's sol, mi. Do we go up or do we go down? Does the sound go up or does the sound go down? Very good. The sound goes down. Remember, sol to mi, it goes down. And then you can do more of these activities as you need to. And then you could actually go and explore playing tone bars with the kids, playing them, letting them hear sol and mi, playing the patterns of going to listening to how the sound goes up and goes down. And then you can explore the kids playing sol and mi on the beat. And afterwards would be an improvised playing of sol and mi as they use the rhythms ta and tati. For the last part of today's lesson, we want them to lead the kids by asking questions to the material that we'll be using for this lesson. So for example, now children, who among you here can name to me some animals? Now who among you here have animals in the house? Who have pets? Now who wants to have a pet in the house? And then you would then give some time for the kids to actually be sharing to you their stories. Say, teacher, I have this animal. Teacher, I always used to be teacher. And then they would just tell you all of this, and you get the interest of the kids. Actually lead them to the material in the lesson. And then you could show them your visual aids. What animal is this, children? Very good, it's a dog. How about this one? It's a cat. Now, who can now give me or show me how the cat sounds like? Can you show me how the cat sounds like? Very good. Now, can you do it loudly without shouting this time? Good job. Now, how about if the cat is tired of running the entire day and really sleepy? How would the cat sound like? Oh, very good, children. And we do these imitation of the cats with them actually like playing games, but actually you're reinforcing or you're introducing the concept you'll be learning for the day. And then you would be showing the kids your visual aids. So children, in our music book for today, we have this. Can you see the girl? What is she carrying? Good job, she is carrying a cat. Now can you show me how you carry a cat? Very good. Now everybody cup their ears, cup their ears, cup their ears. Now listen to teacher as I recite the rhyme. Okay? 1, 2. Here I go. Adda pusak abasit, baduna ananisit, ubaek ilililik, pusak abasit. And after teaching or letting the kids listen to the rhyme while they're cupping their ears, you would then chunk and explain the rhyme. For example, this is Adda pusak abasit. I have a small cat, baduna ananisit. Its fur is color black, ubaek ililiik. I'm carrying it and putting it to sleep. Pusak abasit, my small cat. And then you would teach the material through echo response. You go, children, if I do this, I will speak the lines of our rhyme. And if I do this, you recite after me. Ready? 1, 2. Here I go. Adda pusak abasit, baduna anangisit, ubaek ilililik, ubaek ilililik, pusak abasit. And you would repeat this and even actually add 2 lines all together, and then to the entire material itself, we could actually go ahead and practice the entire rhyme. And as I observed a while ago, I repeated the 3rd line because this is the part that is actually hard, and we anticipate the kids also have this type of struggle when they do it. So we need to repeat it as needed to. And then you would practice it again as an entire class. And then lastly is for us to do reinforcement of the dynamics and the beat ask the kids. Now children, can you show me how you carry a cat once again? And how I do over here? Very good. Now, can you show me how we caress and put our cat into sleep? Because it has been tired for the day. Very good. Now, can we try caressing our cat now on the beat like this? Now follow teacher. Adda pusak abasit, baduna anangisit, ubaek ilililik, pusak abasit. Good job. Now can we try putting it into our palms like this? 1, 2, ready, go. Adda pusak abasit, baduna anangisit, ubaek ilililik, pusak abasit. Very good. Now, we want our cat to go to sleep, right? Now, will the cat sleep if we do it this loudly? No, I don't think so. Now, let's try to make it a little bit quieter. Let's only use 2 fingers now. Are you ready? 1, 2, go. Adda pusa abasit, baduna anangisit, ubaek ilililik, pusak abasit. Now, our cat is almost going to sleep now. Now, can you try to be more softer? Now, use 1 finger. 1, 2, steady, go. Adda pusa abasit, baduna anangisit, ubaek ilililik, pusak abasit. And then the kids would just enjoy doing that several times as they understand how to actually be quiet to put your cat into sleep. And lastly is for us to end our lessons by integrating it with other subject areas. For example, with the material that they have over here, the kids will be able to write rhythm, even the title of the song, even for them to actually color the material, even to name the animals that they actually like and draw with that. And we do these kinds and use these kinds of materials because we want materials, especially with this age level, for them to be culture relevant. The kids understand. The kids know what a cat is. The kids know what sleeping is and being quiet is or being loud is, and they actually enjoy all of those. They enjoy clapping. They enjoy singing all together, and all of these materials are used for them to be able to appreciate and make sense of why they're actually having music lessons. And we integrate it to other subject areas because we want each and every single subject area to be related to each other, to make more sense, to be holistically relevant for the students' learning. And then lastly, you may end and extend the dynamics with the kids as they go to their classrooms. And you can say, now everybody, when we go to the hallway back to your rooms, do you do it loudly or softly? Softly, very good. Now, everybody line up, line up, line up. Then you will now lead the kids into quietly exiting your room into their main classrooms. Once again, my name is Jasher, and thank you very much for joining me in this presentation of music classroom activities for grade 1.
Good morning, class. Okay, before we start our discussion, may I know if you are all okay? Very good. So before proceeding our discussion, let's listen to a short clip of a song. Let's watch this.
Tagalinaw kami, minako makami, pakalalo at tulay ni sigari katamami, maski arumangi kaloni kami, tamariga kare at tulay ni magarado lalaki, babae mapini, tutwag na talangaran, lumay kami tagpuman, ilagonuran, iyami at taman, mawawat panagni, tuwega sineneni. Umenangan natako man na poluda na lang na mega fusangaw nga na iranga na mula inamubi nga na natagaila pa newara imani nga eku ibini pagurayang mulabi hari ka matangi mawawan panagni tuweg ka sineneng ni.
This from the song class. What did you observe? Very good. So the dialect used in the lyrics was a bit confusing, right? Yes. Are you familiar with the song? Yes. The song that you heard is a composition by Virgilio Kilang Cepeda and it's entitled Tagalinaw Kami. How about the singer, class? What did you notice or observe on the singer? Very good. So she is proud that she is the daughter of the composer, which is Virgilio Kilang Cepeda. Okay, itong gumakanta pala dito, class, she is the daughter of the composer, which is she is Mari V. Cepeda. Ayan, siya yung nag-interpret ng kanta. So proud siya kasi yun yung composition ng tatay niya. Okay, so that is the song, class. Okay, what did you observe on the dialect? Are you familiar with the dialect, class? Yes. So, the dialect, class, is Ibanag. So, the Ibanag originated in the region around the mouth of the Cagayan River and gradually dispersed southward within last 200 years, influencing groups like the Itawis, isinay, gaddang. So for today's discussion class or for today's lesson, we shall discuss the song Tagalinaw Kami, whose melody you have heard a while ago. So Linaw is a barangay of Tuguegarao, Cagayan. Tagalinaw Kami is an Ibanag folk song that evolved from Linaw. Although not documented, it has been sung by folks in Linaw since 1940. So the song was written and composed by Virgilio Kilang Cepeda, who was also a teacher by profession in Linao Elementary School in the 1940s. So he loved singing and playing the guitar. Of course, he also know how to play a saxophone like that. So he composed Tagalinaw Kami and would be heard by his co-teachers, students, and everyone singing his composition wherever he was. Thus, the song Tagalinaw Kami is spread in the community and became popular in the community because people were amazed on the song, the composition of Virgilio Kilang Cepeda, because the song is the story of Linao people. So ayun, the father and the mother of Virgilio Kilang Cepeda are Clodoaldo Cepeda and Eleanor D. Libay. So we have also here another video wherein we have a resident from Linao, Cagayan, Linao Tuguegarao, Cagayan, na kumakanta rin ng Tagalinaw Kami of Virgilio Kilang Cepeda. Let's watch this.
Okay. Tagalinaw kami, minako makami, pakalalo at olemi, sigariga at tamami, igalo-galo na kami natutulay, si kami tamari, gagare at tolemi, magaradu'y lalaki, babae mabini, latwak na dalangaran, umay kami takoman, bilag oluran, emila at amanya, tunay kagangay, mawag na ipatolay.
So, napakinggan nyo ba ng mabuti yung kanta? Okay, let's now proceed to the lyrics of the song. But before that, before natin kakantahin yung whole melody ng kanta, basahin muna natin yung first stanza. Okay? So, Tagalinaw kami, minakomak kami, pakalalo at tolay mi, zigariga at tamami. Maski aro mangigalo ni kami, tamarigagare i at tolay mi. So, naiintindihan po ba yung lyrics ng kanta? So, ayun. Kung hindi nyo naiintindihan yung lyrics ng kanta, meron tayong English translation para mas maintindihan nyo. Okay, basahin natin yung English translation ng kanta. We are from Linao, farmers are we, life is hard, yet hardship we endure. Others may even laugh at us due to our difficult way of life. So, malinaw na malinaw. Ang ibig sabihin ng first stanza are, they are from Linao and they are farmers. So, mahirap daw yung buhay nila. Pero, kinakaya pa rin. So, other may laugh at them, pinagtatawanan daw sila, kasi ganun daw yung pamumuhay nila. So, that is the meaning of the first stanza. Now, let's proceed to the melody of the first stanza. Are you ready? Okay. Let me sing the first stanza. Pero I want you also to sing so that you can master the first stanza. Is that right? Okay. Tagalinaw kami, minako makami, pakalalo at tolay mi, zigariga at tamami. Maski arumangigalo ni kami, tamarigagare at tolay mi. So, nakuha ba yung melody ng first stanza? Very good. Okay, sige nga, itry nyo nga. Yes. Wow, perfect. Very good. Now, let's now proceed into the second stanza or the refrain. Magarado ilalaki, babayi mabini. Lutwak na dalangaran, umay kami takuman. Bilag ono uran, iemi at taman. Mawawan banag mi, no egga sineneng mi. Naintindihan po ba yung sa second stanza? Okay, basahin natin yung English translation. Men do the plowing, while women do the sowing. Early at dawn, we set out to the fields. Rain or shine, we endure, but all difficulties get allayed when our neneng is here. So, did you understand the English translation of the song? The second stanza, I should say. Very good. Sabi niya dito, yung mga lalaki daw yung mag-aararo, tapos yung mga babae yung magtatanim, sabi nila. Tapos, gumigising daw sila ng maaga para pumunta sa bukid. Umulan man o umaraw, pumupunta pa rin daw sila. So yan, ibig sabihin ng second stanza or the refrain. Naiintindihan po ba? Very good. Now, let's sing the melody of the second stanza. Magaradu'y lalaki, babae mabini, lutwak na dalangarang, umay kami takuman, bilag unuran, iemi at taman, mawawan banag mi, nuega sineneng mi. So, nakuha po ba yung second stanza, yung melody ng second stanza? Very good. Kung ganon, mag-proceed na tayo sa third stanza. Umena nga na takuman, na pulo dananang, na megafo sangaw nga na, ira nga na mula. So, did you understand the third stanza, class? Okay, para maintindihan nyo, basahin natin ulit yung English translation ng kanta. I am going to the farm, mother and the rest went ahead. They may have started planting by now. So, yan ang ibig sabihin, in English translation, yung kanta, yung sa lyrics ng sa third stanza. Naintindihan po ba? Very good. Sinasabi niya dito na punta na daw sila sa bukid kasi yung baka nagtatanim na daw yung mga magulang nila. So, they have started planting by now. Yun ang sinasabi. So, that is the meaning of the third stanza. Naintindihan po ba? Okay, very good. So let's now proceed into the melody of the third stanza. Okay? Nanganak ko man, napulo datatang na mega fusangaw nga na, ira nga namula. So that is the melody of the third stanza. Nakukuha niyo po ba? Very good. Sige nga, itry nyo nga. Perfect. So, that is the melody of the third stanza. Now, let's proceed into the fourth stanza. Inamobi nga na, natagay ilaba, naywara imani, nga eko ibini. So, yan yung iba lyrics ng fourth stanza. Basahin naman natin yung English translation ng fourth stanza. So, see what happened? The basket dropped. The peanuts to be planted is spilled out. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng fourth stanza. Tingnan mo ang nangyari. Ang basket natabig ang aking basket. Parang ganon. So, the peanuts were spilled. So, nabuhos yung peanuts na itatanim niya. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng fourth stanza. Naintindihan po ba? Very good. So, let's now proceed into the melody of the fourth stanza. Inamubi nga na, natagay ilaba, newara imani, nga eko ibini. So, yan yung ibig sabihin, or yan yung melody ng fourth stanza. Nakukuha po ba? Very good. So, let's now proceed into the last stanza. Pagurayam mulagbi, arika matangi. Mawawan banag mi no egga sineneng mi. So that is the ibanag lyrics of the fifth stanza or the last stanza. Ano naman ang ibig sabihin niya into English translation? Okay, just forget what he did. There is no need to cry. All challenges will pass when our neneng is with us. So, minsan sinasabi niya na, kalimutan mo na yon. So, huwag ka nang umiyak. So, all challenges, so lahat ng pagsubok na ating pagdadaanan is malalampasan yan. Basta nandyan yung ating batang anak na babae, which is si Neneng. So, naintindihan po ba yung ibig sabihin ng last stanza? Very good. So, kantahin naman natin yung last melody, yung last ng lyrics and yung melody niya. Gurayam mo labi, ari ka matangi, mawawan banag mi, nuwega si Neneng mi. So, that is the melody of the last stanza of the song. So, nakukuha po ba yung melody from the very start or from the first stanza and to last? Very good. So, para mas ma-master nyo, kantahin natin ulit ha. Kantahin natin yung buong kanta. Tagalinaw kami, minako makami, pakalalo at olay mi, zigariga at amami, maski arumangi galoni kami, tamariga gare at olay mi, magarado'y lalaki, babae mabini, lutwak na dalangarang, umay kami takuman, bilag unuran, iyemi at taman, mawawan banagmi, nuwiga si Neneng mi. Umena nga natako man na pulo dana nang namega fusangaw nga na ira nga namula inamubi nga na natagay ilaba newara imani nga eko ibini pagurayam mulabi ari ka matang mawawan banag mi nuwega si Neneng mi. So nakukuha po ba yung melody ng kanta? Okay? Okay, ulitin natin ulit yung melody ng whole song. Okay? So, dapat kapag kinakanta ko, dapat sabayan nyo rin ako para ma-master nyo. Okay lang ba yon? So, okay. So, let's start. Tagalinaw kami, minako makami, pakalalo at olay mi, zigariga at amami, maski arumangi galoni kami, tamariga gare at olay mi, magaradu'y lalaki, babae mabini, lutwak na dalangarang, umay kami takuman, bilag unuran, emi at taman, mawawan banagmi, nuwega si Neneng mi. Umena natako man na pulo dana nang namega pusangaw nga na ira nga namula inamubi nga na natagay ilaba newara imani nga eko ibini pagurayam mulabi ari ka matangi, mawawan banagmi, nuwega si Neneng mi. So, nakukuha na ba yung melody ng buong kanta? Very good. Kailangan natin silang sabayan para ma-master natin yung kanta. Okay?
Tagalinaw kami, minako makami, pakalalo at tulay mi, sigariga at kami, maski arumani galoni kami, tamari Yagaregi at tolay ni Makaradong lalaki Babay mabini Lutwag na talangaran May kamitar ko man Bilang unuran Iyam niya taman Mawawat manami Nuwega si
So Neneng comes with a bilao on her right waist, dancing.
Umenanganata ko man napoluda na nagmedyo sa mga irangan na mula.
Suddenly, a boy pushes her bilao and falls on the ground with the peanuts scattered all around.
Inamuhi ka na nataga ilaba newara imani na egu ini pagurayang mulabi ari ka matagi mawawan manami nuwe ka sinenemi.
Okay, so nakukuha na ba yung melody ng buong kanta? Very good. Kung ganon, who can try the melody of the whole song? Yes. Very good. So nakuha nyo na at na-master nyo na yung buong kanta. So palakpakan naman natin dyan palakpakan naman natin yung ating mga sarili, class. Okay? So that's the song Tagalinaw Kami, class. And yun yung napanood nyo kanina na sinabayan nyo is yun yung mga magkakapatid, the siblings, na kung saan sila yung mga anak ni Virgilio Kilang Cepeda. So that is the song Tagalinaw Kami by Virgilio Kilang Cepeda. So again, thank you very much.
Good day, my dear students. How are you? By the way, my name is Nino Joshua Ombalbin, or you can call me Teacher Josh, and I am from the province of Catanduanes. Do you know where Catanduanes is? If yes, how? Because it's always in the news when there is a typhoon? Okay. For those students who doesn't know where Catanduanes is yet, there's no need to worry because we're gonna explore it later. Today, I'll be sharing with you a folk song from Catanduanes. Some of you might be wondering why there is a need to gather folk songs and why do I need to share it with you? Honestly, growing up, I had no idea that we have folk songs here in Catanduanes. But when my late grandfather sang to me a Katandungan Harana and shared his experiences to me, I realized that Catanduanes is really rich in culture and tradition. Since people nowadays have no idea about these songs anymore, we need a way to revitalize it. That's why I interviewed elders from the different municipalities of Catanduanes. From there, I've gathered so many experiences, different melodies, and different stories to tell that I want to share with you. Are you ready? Me too. Before we continue, may I ask you a question? Okay, do you know these songs? Very good. Let's see if you really are familiar with these songs. What you will do is you will identify the title of the melody that you will hear. Are you ready? Very good. Let's listen to song number 1. Do you know what song it is? Very good. Atin ko pong sing-sing. Next, song number 2. Very good. Pamulinawin. Okay, song number 3. Very good. Sarung Bangi. And the last song. Very good. Magtanim ay di biro. Do you know what kind of songs are these? Very good. Folk songs. And that is our lesson for today. Our lesson for today is about Katandungan folk song as a representative vocal music of the lowlands of Luzon. Do you know what the folk song is? Very good. Folk songs are songs that are passed through oral tradition and is usually short and simple. The songs that you've heard are from the lowlands of Luzon. To give you a clearer picture, let's use this map. Using this map, can you tell me where the Luzon archipelago is? Very good, you got it correctly, and this is the lowlands of Luzon. This time, can you point me where the Bicol region is? Very good, you got it correctly. This time, can you tell me what's the name of this island province? Very good, Catanduanes. Do you want me to give you a short tour about this island province? Great, it's my pleasure to do so. Are you excited? Okay, malaka mo! Dagos ka mo sa Samuyang Isla.
Catanduanes is an island province located at the easternmost part of the Bicol region. Since it is the first landmass of the Philippine archipelago to touch the Pacific Ocean, it is a place where typhoons and tropical cyclones usually passes, thus calling it the land of the howling winds. Even if the place is often struck by typhoons, its beauty and wonders are still renowned. Catanduanes is also rich in terms of culture and tradition, wherein it showcases two major festivals every year. One of which is the Katandungan Festival, which is the founding anniversary of Catanduanes, and the other one is the Abaca Festival, which is a celebration to recognize the importance of abaca and its versatility as a major source of livelihood. Among the different festivals in the province, one prominent activity is the Padajaos Tinampo, wherein people from the different municipalities prepares a cultural street dancing presentation which is known as the Pantomina. This celebration truly reflects how resilient people are in the province.
Catanduanes, happy island. Catanduanes, happy island.
Welcome back. Did you enjoy our short tour? Very good. This time, I will share with you a folk song from Catanduanes. The title of the folk song is Digdi sa Samuya, Dito sa Amin in Filipino, and Here in Our Place in English. Listen perceptively and I'll ask you questions afterwards. Here it is.
Sa Samuya, alibyosong lugar, minsan dahil paros pirmihan hayay, kung sisay sa Indo, ang nasasakitan, rumaning ni sana, tulos mamayan. Ligtis sa Samuya, alibyosong lugar, minsan dahil paros pirmihan hayay, kung sisay sa Indo, ang nasasakitan, umaning ni sana, tulos mamayan.
Did you like the song? Great! What do you think it's a song all about? Very good. It is a song about inviting someone who is sad or feeling stressed. It also shows the kindness of the people singing the song. Do you want to sing it? Very good. I'll teach you the song line by line.
Okay, first, I'm going to sing the line and afterwards, we'll try to sing it together. Are you ready? Great! Let's start! So this is the first line.
Di sa Samuya, alibyosong lugar.
Can you try to sing it with me? Okay.
Di sa Samuya, alibyosong lugar.
Now, can you try to sing it alone? Ready? Good job! Let's come now to the second line.
Minsan daeng paros permian hayahay.
Try to sing it with me.
Minsan daeng paros permian hayahay.
Very good. Try to sing it alone. Okay, we are now at the third line.
Kung sisay sa Indo ang nasasakitan.
Okay, let's try to sing it together.
Kung sisay sa Indo ang nasasakitan.
Very good. Try to sing it alone. Great! We're down to our last line.
Marikti sana tulus maumayan.
Sing the last line with me.
Marikti sana tulus maumayan.
Nice! Try to sing it alone. Very good. Can we sing the song now from start to end? Great.
Di sa Samuya, alibyosong lugar. Minsan daeng paros pirmian hayahay. Kung sisay sa Indo ang nasasakitan. Kung marikti sana tulus maumayan.
Very good. You really have a great voice.
Did you enjoy singing the song? Great! That is one way of passing folk songs. For example, a mother is singing a song to her child. It is also the same in our culture. It is passed through tradition by every generation. This time, let's have a simple analysis of the song Digdi sa Samuya.
Before we proceed to the analysis of the song, let me share to you that this is how the song Digdi sa Samuya looks like when it is notated. This is how folk songs are documented so that it will always be remembered. Other songs that were not notated have been forgotten, and we don't like that to happen, do we? Now, let's listen to the song and remember to analyze it in terms of key, meter, and tempo.
What is the key of the song? Very good. It is in a minor key. What minor key specifically? Very good. It is in key of F minor. What is the meter? Very good. It is in triple meter. And lastly, in terms of tempo, how should you sing the song? Very good. Moderato. Or you will sing the song in moderate tempo. Let's proceed. I have here 3 rhythmic patterns. Can you help me perform it? Okay, you can perform it by clapping when there is a note, and you open your hands when there is a rest. Are you ready? Okay, perform rhythmic number 1. Very good. It is performed like this. Okay, as you can observe, I put an emphasis on the first beat. Let's come now to the rhythmic pattern number 2. Are you ready? Okay. Very good. So it is played like this. Okay, did you got it correctly? Okay, let's move on. Let's come now to the rhythmic pattern number 3. Okay, you start. Very good. It is played like this. Okay, did you get it all correctly? Very good. Since you already know now how to perform the rhythmic patterns for your activity using an improvised instrument, you will play the rhythmic patterns while singing the song. You can do it individually or with a group. Be guided by these directions. Okay, I prepared a video presentation for you to watch. Here is an example of the song Digdi sa Samuya accompanied by improvised instrument using the rhythmic patterns we learned.
Digdi sa Samuya, alibyosong lugar. Minsan daeng paros pirmian hayahay. Kung sisay sa indo ang nasasakitan, umariktis na tulos maumayan.
Okay, how did you find the activity? It's enjoying, isn't it? Okay, since we're about to end, let me ask you this question one more time. What is the song Digdi sa Samuya all about? Very good. It is a song about inviting someone to visit a place. My next question is, how do you show hospitality in your neighborhood? Very good. By being kind and helpful to others. I'm wondering, is sharing in yourself or pakikipagkapwa important in building stronger communities? How do you say so? Okay, very good. Because pakikipagkapwa promotes harmony and encourages camaraderie, which can be a good foundation of a community. To wrap it up, what have you learned in today's lesson? Okay, very good. You learned the Katandungan folk song entitled as Digdi sa Samuya. And very good. You perform rhythmic patterns to accompany the song Digdi sa Samuya. What else? Okay, very good. We must be kind and we must be hospitable. Because being hospitable builds trust and it can build better relationships to other people. Okay, that's all for today. I hope you've learned something from me. By the way, this is Teacher Josh and see you on our next lesson.
Good day, everybody. I am Sir Trey, and I hope you're doing well during this pandemic. For today, we are going to have the music of Mindanao. So what are the objectives of today? By the end of the day, the learner should be able to identify the characteristics of a Monobo folk song, perform Monobo folk song with enjoyment, appreciate mother tongues through music, and relate the music of the Philippines to the modern music. With that, this is Music of Mindanao. To start off, we will have the activity called Modified Patintero. The whole class will be playing the Patintero. Instead of having two opposing teams as players, the class, as the first team, will only be competing with questions. The questions as the second team. The goal of the game is to reach the end of the field by passing through all of the blockers by answering 5 questions consecutively. Every time a learner fails to answer a question correctly, the class will go back to the starting point with a different set of questions. Once the class answered all the questions correctly, they will be given a special award. I hope you're ready because we're going to start right now. Question 1. What is the second largest island in the Philippines? Question number 2. What characteristic of Mindanao music is responsible for singing many pitches in one syllable? Question number 3. What is the timbre used when singing most of the Mindanao ethnic songs? Number 4. What do you call the rhythmic pattern used to create polyphonic texture when performing instrumental music of Mindanao? And number 5. Mention at least 2 instruments from the Kulintang ensemble. Congratulations everybody, you answered all the questions correctly. With that, I will give you this badge. This badge is proof that you passed the first activity. Congratulations. Now, since we are done with that, let us proceed with the next activity. The next activity is very simple. What we need to do is to just sing a simple song. But before that, we are going to listen to one of the folk songs of Manobo tribe. This is Idana by Datu Alimuan.
Idana, 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 Idana. Kaupyan, sayaw, pagduo, tambulan, pagduo, magkakaw. Idana, 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 Idana. Kaupyan, sayaw, pagduo, kakubing, pagduo.
The music is great, isn't it? Now, what are your thoughts after listening to that music? Were you able to relate yourself to the music? What are the evident characteristics present in that music? Great job! Now, after identifying all of the characteristics in that music, we are going to sing Idana. We're going to sing Idana through rote method. Okay, so I will be singing the song first and then you're going to follow through. So this will be the first part. Idana, 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 Idana. Now your turn. 1, 2, and. Great job! Now you're going to sing that twice. Sing it with me. 1, 2, 3. Idana, 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 Idana. Very good. Now let's try the first verse. Ready? 2, 3. Maukarong sayaw, pagduot ang bulan, pagduo makataw. Your turn. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. Maukarong sayaw, pagduot ang bulan, pagduo makataw. Great job. Now, let's sing them together. Idana and the verse 1. Ready? First pitch. 1, 2, and Idana, 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 Idana. Repeat. Idana, 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 Idana. Verse 1. Maugkarog sayaw, pagduot ang bulan, pagduo makataw. Repeat. Idana, 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 Idana. Great job. That is good. And that is how you sing Idana by Datu Alimuan. Now, since we've mentioned about folk songs, what do we mean by folk songs?
Folk song is a traditional song that is typical of a particular community or nation. It often tells a story about their daily lives.
And folk music is one way of preserving our dialects in the Philippines. This is giving importance of the mother tongues of the folk people within a certain area. And that is how folk songs are created. Now, since we're done singing the folk song Idana by Datu Alimuan, we are going to try creating one song, one folk song. To do that, we are going to think of anything that you do daily, and then we are going to incorporate music with it. To give you an example, I will create my own song. I will give you 5 minutes to think of the things that you do daily, and while doing that, I will be performing an example music of our activity for today. Mo mataog alas 7, iinom mong kape, didiretso na sa klase, lilingkod ang tod gabi. Ang maestro, lisod o kinabuhi, o maestro, lisod kayo o kinabuhi. As simple as 4-liner song, we can create one simple folk song. Now, your turn. Great job, everybody. Now, what is the importance of singing folk songs or ethnic songs of the Philippines? As a learner, how would you promote our folk music that uses mother tongue? For the last question, can the Philippine music keep up with the fast pace of the modern music? In what way? That is correct. Using famous genres of the modern music, we can promote more folk music by applying it to them. One example is the reggae version of the folk song that we learned a while ago. This is Edana by Jose and Loretta Gabao.
Edana, 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 cha, yeah. Edana, 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 Gana, Edana, 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 Edana. Yeah, 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 Edana, 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 Edana.
It is uplifting to know that we have music like this, folk music that uses genres to promote our folk music. We are now at the last part of our discussion, and for this one, we're going to have an activity that will showcase your creativity, not only in linguistic but also in music. Learners compose a four-liner music that tackles their daily life. The learners may also use the lyrics that they created from the previous activity. The music may be in the form of a chant or a song with a simple melody. The dialect of the lyrics must be their mother tongue or their parents' mother tongue. If in case both of the parents' mother tongue is Tagalog, the learner may create the output in Tagalog. Learners may use instruments or improvised instruments as an accompaniment to their original composition. And you are going to be graded using these rubrics. To end this discussion, let's have the objective check. Have we identified the characteristics of Monobo folk songs? Were you able to perform Monobo folk song with enjoyment? Were you able to appreciate mother tongues through music? Were you able to relate the music of the Philippines to the modern music? With that, thank you so much everybody. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Have a good day and sa muli nating pagkikita, paalam.
Ayan. Thank you sa lahat ng video presentations natin, sa lahat ng gumawa, sa mga mentors nila. Maraming salamat po. Actually, yung iba dyan ngayon ko lang narinig, no? At thankful ako kasi kung wala tong opportunity na to, hindi ko malalaman ng mga ganong klaseng kanta at pwede pala siyang magamit sa lesson. Siyempre, may permission na ng mga tao kung saan ito nagmula. No? Yung mga gumawa ng ating videos. Yan. Maraming salamat ulit. So, tutungo na po tayo dun sa part na, nahirapan tayong i-load kanina. The part with Joey Ayala.
Kumusta? Okay ba ang audio ko? Naririnig niyo ako? Malinaw ba? Hindi na ako nakamute.
Yes, palakas lang po ng konti. Yan.
Grabe. Sorry. Okay pa?
Ayos.
Ayan, hindi ako sanay na telepono ang kausap ko eh. And I think yan talaga ang isang major challenge sa mga adults. Hindi native sa atin itong technology. The younger you get, the more native it is. And I'm telling you that because I want to share with you this afternoon. Gusto kong i-share. May ginagawa kasi akong project, tulala ang pamagat. Tulala. Sa Tagalog, ang tulala parang ganyan, di ba? Yung spaced out, lutang. Kasi ako, pag nakikinig ako ng indigenous music, natutulala ako. There's something about indigenous instruments and the way they are played that puts me into parang alpha state, parang trance, para ako natutulala. Kaya malakas ang attraction ko dyan. Kaya ako rin naisipang gawing title, Tulala. Ang subtitle niya, Tugtuging Paloob, inward music. Madalas when we think of music and songs, it's outward, di ba? Performing for other people. Ito naman, subukan ko lang yung angle, yung perspective ng music na paloob. Paloob. So I'd like to share with you some elements nitong ginagawa kong set of pieces. Ino-offer ko rin sa PSME members pag natapos na at malinis na yung recording lahat na pwedeng i-download somewhere. Pwede ba sa website? May website ba tayo? Wala, no? FB, no? Anyway, pwede naman.
Sa YouTube, pwede upload po.
Oh, tama, sa YouTube. Para doon na rin ng playing. Para magamit kung sa tingin nyo, magagamit nyo nga. I'd like to share with you 3 tracks. We won't be listening to everything kasi mahahaba ito. So itong una, Teacher Pat, ito ay, ang elements na ito ay tungatong. Ayan. Common instrument sa Cordillera. Pero itong set na ito galing sa Kalinga. Yung pattern, I don't think it's traditional kasi ako ang nag-sequence nito eh. Nag-sequence, ibig sabihin, re-record ko ang bawat tungatong, bamboo tube yan, iba-ibang haba. No? The longer it is, the lower the sound. Pwede yung pangalaksan siguro yan. Tapos, binigay ko yan sa kabanda ko. Sabi, ang instruction ko sa kabanda ko, gawa ka ng, kunyari, nagpapatulog ka ng bata. galing diyan yung kanyang composition. Binigyan ko siya ng element pauna, tapos nag-respond siya. So, punta tayo sa yung Uyagi. Ito na yung bundok Uyagi. Ito na yung bunga ng interaction na yun. Okay, class. I want to see you moving in your cell phone. Gotta move that body. Yung matatanda, ayaw ko pala. Yung mga bata, natural ko pala.
Duyan sa duyan, tahan-tahan, tahanan. Yakap-yakap ang antok, tulog ay kumakatok. Ipikit ang mata, ang mga mata ay ipikit ang matay. Ipikit, ipikit na ang mga mata kay sarap ng himbing panaginip parating kinumutan ng ulang buwan bituin kumikislap. Ipikit ang mata, ang mga mata ay ipikit ang matay. Ipikit, ipikit na ang mga mata.
Ayos mo na yan.
Alam ko, matutulog ka ba o sasayaw? Pwede yung pang tiktak, pero naiibat yan.
Duyan sa duyan, tahan-tahan, tahanan. Yakap-yakap ang antok, tulog ay kumakatok. Ipikit ang mata, ang mga mata ay ipikit ang matay. Ipikit na ang mga mata kay sarap ng himbing panaginip.
Yan ang pantasya ko. Pantasya ko yan yung orchestra. Pero ito po lahat, computer lang. Layers. Ako lahat at tumugtog ng instrumento. Meron ako tumato, may gangsa. Yung parang rondalya, 12-string guitar na electric rondalya. Tapos may mga keyboard sound na tunog cello, nakahaling dyan. At yung singer, isa lang. Patong-patong yung boses niya. Yan ang isang kagandahan sa multi-track recording. Tapos yung mga software na ginagamit na professional, meron silang educator's version. Designed talaga siya pang teacher na maintindihan mo siya at magamit mo siya sa maraming tao. And usually, the educational packages are cheaper, much cheaper than the commercial packages. Pero yung features ng software, halos pareho lang. Can you imagine yung mga boses ng mga estudyante nyo ma-record ng isang tempo, tapos i-assemble mo sa software, magawa mo siyang choir. Ang daming laro na pwedeng gawin sa technology. Yan yung
Share nyo naman.
Yan
Share
yung
nyo
punto
naman.
ko. Ha?
Share nyo naman yun, software, mamaya.
Marami kasi yan eh. Halos pare-pareho lang naman ang features. Yung ginagamit ko, Cubase. 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 Ang common sa mga gumagamit ng Mac, social Mac. Pang Starbucks. Starbucks na Mac. Usually Logic ang ginagamit yan. Kaya yung mga production sa States, etc. Yan, mga Logic ang ginamit yan. Pero pareho lang yan. If you're using a PC, kung ano ang software na available, there are very basic softwares, there are very complex softwares, but the principles are pare-pareho. Kung kaya mong gumamit ng cellphone, kaya mong gumamit ng software ng music. Yan ang masasabi ko. Pag uupuan mo lang talaga, uupuan mo siya. Pero kaya. Natuto ako ng music theory, sa pinilit kong aralin yung software. Naging second nature sa akin magbasa dahil sa software. Kasi paulit-ulit eh. Tapos consistent masyado, walang mali. So, yung human factor, tinake over na nung programmer. So, ang kausap ko habang inaaral ko yung software, ang kausap ko ang galing sa theory. Parang ganun ang na-realize ko after a few years of working with the computer. I'm working with the best theoreticians. Grabe, ang laking bagay. Doon tayo sa third track. Teacher. Yung ito yun.
Gulay, gulay yan, umuusbong, gumagapang, kumakapit, umaakyat, gulay, gulay yan. Gulay, gulay, gulay yan, tumutubong halaman, lumalago, namumunga, gulay, gulay yan. Mga talbos, bagong dahon, may siglang katutubo. Ito ang aanihin mo sa gulay, gulayan. Mga ugat, mga bunga, buong buo ang lakas nila. Lakas sa sanib, sa iyo, sa gulay, gulayan. Mga binhi, mga buto, tanggal lungkot, sarap tulog, may ginhawa at pahinga sa gulay, gulayan. Halika na, ang sariwang pagsinta, siyang yayakap sa iyo, sa gulay, gulayan. Gulay, gulay, gulay yan, halamang makasaysayan, kalusugan ng bayan at bayani, gulay, gulay yan. Gulay, gulay, gulay.
All you've done. So itong mga piyesang to, sa bandang dulo, binabaan ko yung instrumental para walang words. Kasi minsan, nagiging sagabal doon sa enjoyment ng pure music, yung lyrics. Kasi may intellectual content ang lyrics. Minsan gusto mo yung katawan lang talaga ang respond, lalo pag mga bata. Parang less clutter. Yun, yung kanta na yan, request sa akin ng kaibigan kong doktor. Kasi matagal niyang pinag-aralan ang kalusugan ng mga tao sa kabukiran. At na-pinpoint niya yung mga sakit na meron sa taga-syudad, mga allergy, mga diabetes, etc. Tapos kinumpare niya yung doon sa kabukiran. Tapos na-zero in niya yung bakit yung kalusugan sa kabukiran, ibang klase. Paglalakad ng dalawang bundok, walang dalang tubig. Hindi hinihingal pagdating. Hindi man lang pinapawisan. Yung ganun. Normal lang sa kanila. Na-pinpoint niya, gulay talaga. Gulay. So matagal kong utang sa kanya itong awit na to. Ito ang latest kong composition. Last week ko lang ito natapos. Pero demonstration siya nung it's a very literal song, Gulay, but it contains things about heroism, and it's a health code. Health code siya, no? Yung mga dahon, may correspondence. Ang dahon, yan yung starter. Pag nahihirapan kang tumindig, masakit ang tuhod mo, kain ka ng maraming dahon. Starter siya eh. May siglang katutubo. No? Yung ugat, mga bunga, ugat, buong-buo ang lakas nila. Pag depressed ka, yan ang kainin mo. Pag meron kang parang internal problem, emotional problem, kain ka niyan. Sasanib sa'yo ang solidity. No? Yung mga binhi, mga buto, yan ang pampasarap ng tulog. May mild sedative somehow effect yan sa tao. So lalalim ang tulog mo. So meron siyang health code na naka-weave sa lyrics. Pero if you will notice, walang complicated na salita. Ang pinaka-complicated, baka saysayan at saka bayani. And social sciences na yun. Bahala na yung teacher, anong gawin niya dyan. Pero you can also lead into the social sciences. So para sa akin, as a performing entertainer, I'd like to share na I do consciously try to be multidisciplinary in the approach to what I do. Not just music, it's not just writing, it's not just performing. I don't always succeed, but I try to hit everything that I think is important. The literalness, the science of it, at saka yung mnemonic device, nakakatulong siya sa pag-memorize ng bagay katulad ng bahay kubo. Secret weapon yun eh. Lahat ng pangalan ng gulay na importante nandun eh. So yan ang isang value ng music. No? You can embed messages that are simply worded but are profound and have a long-term effect if you wrap them up in the sweetness of music. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Happy to be sharing with musicians and teachers.
Napakaswerte po ng ating 50th anniversary. Meron ng teaching demo, meron pang libreng concert na pwede sa school gamitin, di ba? Yan, sige. Okay lang po yun. I-share naman natin sa ating YouTube soon para sa ating PSME members and music educators all over the world. Yan, thank you po. So now, let's go to our Q&A. So ang ating panel ay sina Ma'am Daisy, Ma'am Dolly, and Ma'am Ella and Ma'am Lorna. Yan.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Let's give first the certificates.
I thought it was the
presentation of certificate. Yes.
Akala ko yung certificates muna.
Ayan, Rogen. Ayan, ano tayo? Certificates presentation.
Presentation. Ayan. Am I to do it, Pat?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am Daisy and
Okay, so our first great speaker today, si Sir Rafael Rubio, our first speaker. We would like you to receive this certificate of appreciation from the PSME, Philippine Society for Music Education. Are you there, Rafael? Mr.
Yes,
Rubio?
ma'am.
Oh, thank you that you're
Thank you
there.
po.
Opo. Certificate of appreciation to Rafael C. Rubio as keynote speaker of the webinar in celebration of PSME's 50th founding anniversary entitled Singing in Mother Tongues on November 19, 20, and 21, 2021. Signed, Dolores T. Andres, our president, and Joey Ayala, Vice President for Planning of Philippine Society for Music Education. Congratulations, Mr. Rafael Rubio. Palakpakan naman dyan. Okay. And our next speaker is, yes, Mr. Atrui Kari P. Forteza. Tama ba ito? Atrui, is that correct, my pronunciation?
Hello po. It's
Yes.
A3U po dapat. A3U. A-T-R-I-U.
Ano?
A3U po.
A3U. Oh, so it should be A-T-R-I-U.
Yes po.
Maybe we have to edit this our committee, no? So this is we will fix it, Mr. Forteza. I apologize for this SP, di ba? Okay, the Philippine Society for Music Education in cooperation of the National Commission for Culture and Arts presents the certificate of recognition to Mr. A3U Kari P. Forteza, tama ba? For the valuable contribution as teacher demonstrator during the webinar and celebration of PSME's 50th founding anniversary entitled Singing in Mother Tongues on November 19, 20, and 21, 2021. Signed, Dolores T. Andrea, President, Philippine Society for Music Education. Joey Ayala, Vice President for Planning, Philippine Society for...
Presentation. Yun lang kaibahan nila.
Thank you po.
Pero, accented pa rin. Tayo dito.
Ako. Oo. Tama ba? Did we clap for Mr. Forteza? Palakpakan. Ang galing ng mga speakers natin. Grabe. Okay, I really enjoyed it. I personally enjoyed it. And now, Mr. Nino Joshua O. Balbit, Philippine Society for Music Educators, PSME, in cooperation with the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, presents the certificate of recognition to Nino Joshua, my advisee. Balbin kasi Bicolana rin ako. Balbin, for the valuable contribution as teacher demonstrator during the webinar and celebration of PSME's 50th founding anniversary entitled Singing in Mother Tongues on November 19, 2021, 2021. Signed, Dolores T. Andres, President, Philippine Society for Music Educators. Joey Ayala, Vice President for Planning, Philippine Society for Music Educators. Congratulations, Mr. Balbin. Palakpakan. Congratulations, Nino. And now, our next, Mr. Vincent F. Navarro. Are you there, Mr. Navarro?
Ako po, representative niya, ma'am.
So may representative. Si Magdalene ba yan?
Magnolia po.
Magnolia, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Ikaw yung singer, di ba? Ikaw yung singer kanina. Social, ang galing. How nice that we heard you sing. So the Philippine Society for Music Educators, in cooperation with the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, presents this certificate of recognition to Vincent F. Navarro for the valuable contribution as teacher demonstrator during the webinar and celebration of PSME's 50th founding anniversary entitled Singing in Mother Tongues on November 19, 2021, 2021. Dolores T. Andres, President, Philippine Society for Music Educators. Signed, Joey Ayala, Vice President for Planning, Philippine Society for Music Educators. Congratulations, Mr. Navarro, represented by Miss Ma'am Magnolia Factora. Okay. And I think we have one more, no? Yes. Oh, Jesher Edre Perez, our own student at the UP, no? So, Jesher, are you there, Jesher?
Yes, ma'am, nakahabol po ulit. Hello po.
Okay. So the Philippine Society for Music Educators, PSME in cooperation with the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, presents this certificate of recognition to Jesher Edre Perez for the valuable contribution as teacher demonstrator during the webinar and celebration of PSME's 50th founding anniversary entitled Singing in Mother Tongues on November 19, 20, and 21, 2021. Signed Dolores T. Andres, President, Philippine Society for Music Educators, and signed by Joey Ayala, Vice President for Planning, Philippine Society for Music Educators. Congratulations, Jesher. Carry on. Okay. And of course, we have Jose Barcelo. Di ba nabigay na natin?
Hindi pa po, ma'am.
Hindi pa. Okay, this is our fifth. Oo. Parang si Jose yata yung first speaker natin, no? Okay, Jose Barcelo, are you there, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening po.
Thank you so much. So this is presented to you, Mr. Jose O. Barcelo, the Philippine Society for Music Educators, in cooperation with the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, presents the certificate of recognition to Jose O. Barcelo for the valuable contribution as teacher demonstrator during the webinar and celebration of PSME's 50th founding anniversary entitled Singing in Mother Tongues on November 19, 20, and 21, 2021, signed Dolores T. Andres, President, Philippine Society for Music Educators, and Joey Ayala, Vice President for Planning, Philippine Society for Music Educators. Congratulations, Mr. Barcelo. Carry on. Thank you so much. Okay, done. Presentation of certificates to
Yes,
our presenters, speakers, resource persons for a very holistic, relevant, and wonderful. Wunderbar. So good. Ako mismo, I was carried away. Awesome. Thank you so
Ma'am
much.
JC.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yan. So, para po sa ating panel discussion, Q&A, ayan. Si Ma'am Ella din po. Ella Katrina Corpus.
Okay.
Para mag-facilitate ng ating Q&A.
Okay.
Sige
So,
po, ma'am. Any reactions, comment? I think marami tayong mga magagandang comments dito sa ating chat box, no? Ano po yung nag-strike sa inyo dito sa ating chat box? Ma'am Loy.
Ano ba? Okay, so good evening po sa ating lahat. Naimbag nga Rabi E kasi kanina may sinulat ako sa chat box kasi meron dun sa kinanta ng taga Cagayan. Cagayan ba yon? Pareho ng sa Ilocos. No, yung Agdamdam Mini at saka yung taga-away kasi kinakanta rin namin kahit na taga-Dagupan ako. So yung mga Ilocos songs or Ilocano song kinakanta rin ng lola ko noon yon. So sabi ko may message ko si Ma'am Dali, parang pareho yung natin sa Ilocos kasi taga Ilocos din si Ma'am Dali Sabi oo nga, napunta ng Cagayan. So there are some folk songs na kala natin sa atin, yung pala meron din sa ibang probinsya. Yun lang masasabi ko. At ang gagaling, talagang marami tayong mga folk songs na dapat nating ibahagi sa ating mga mag-aaral. Thank you.
Hey, ma'am.
Yan,
To follow it up, yung pong explanation na yun is meron tayong kasi sa folk songs, we have what you call your communal recreation.
Yes.
So, sa
Hello
community
po.
na kanta. And then next would be our tune family. So ito, itong tunog na to, ma-adapt ng iba. So the tune would remain the same. Hello po. Yes, sir.
Sir Joey, yes.
Many years ago, nag-workshop series ako sa coastal areas, iba-ibang lugar sa Pilipinas. Napansin ko rin yan, depende sa edad nung nag-attend. Pag pinakompose mo, maririnig mo yung pinakinggan niya, no? Lalo na bandang high school age. What we hear when we are around high school, becomes our long-term movie score of our life. Yung tumatak sa'yo during high school. May biological reason yan. There's a growth spurt in the brain that contains long-term memories. So yung style mo ng pananamit, yung barkada mo, yan na hanggang mamatay ka, best friend mo yun. Yung high school. Yan, tender age talaga yung high school. That's the second growth spurt. The first growth spurt is around grade 1. So yung grade 1 sa high school, essential na kung balak mong magtanim ng long-term anything, dyan mo itanim. Yung growth spurt na dalawang yan, grade 1, high school. 2 parts of the brain associated with long-term memory. So, interesting, no? Grabe. May biology siya. May biology siya.
Thank you po. Ay, parang nagtaas po ng kamay si Sir Jonathan Makatbagyo. Meron siyang parang similar comment. Sir, gusto mo bang sabihin live?
Opo, naimbagarabi iyo kakabsat. Magandang hapon po. Yun pong tinutukoy kanina nung taga-Dagupan. Sa amin po yun yung nagdamdamili dito sa San Nicolas, Ilocos Norte. Actually po, na-base po yun yung doon sa taga-away. Tama po yung sinabi niya. And then I found out, totoo pala yung sabi ni Sir Joey na hindi lang sa isang lugar. So, inarrange po yon ng aming mayor ni Dr. Alfredo Valdez at naging maganda na po yung arrangement niya at yun na po ang song at music ng aming Damili Festival tuwing December 28 dito sa aming bayan sa San Nicolas, Ilocos Norte. Sikat po kami doon sa Palayok, yung Banga. Kung nakikita ninyo, pag papunta po kayo ng Lawag, nadaraanan nyo po yung malaking Banga doon sa rotonda namin. So ang title po ng song namin ay Agdamdamili Kami. Yan po.
Yun, grabe no. Kahit saan pala, hindi man kahit saan, sa maraming lugar, maraming variations. Ayan. Sige, si Ma'am Joy, Dr.
And we are happy to say, ma'am, na nakanotate po yon. Meron na pong notation at saka arrangement para sa mga banda.
Nice po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Sir Jonathan sa pag-share. Ayan.
Yan yung original na viral.
Viral.
Oh, kasi may mga melody, may mga melody na naka-store sa maraming utak. Pag lumaki sa music ni Heber Bartolome, magiging viral yun sa na 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 na.
Oh, viral sa Joey Ayala.
So, yung mga kaedad nun, pag nag-compose, tapos medyo may angal yung composition, lumalabas yung tono na yan. Nakakatuwa eh.
Yan. Sige, Ma'am Joy. Galing sa apps fresh na fresh.
Mute.
Naalala ko lang yung sa isang workshop na binigay namin sa Indonesia, isang Leron-Leron Sinta and they have a version of it. And then when we asked them, they said it was taught to them by the nuns. Ang gandang tignan ng migration ng mga kanta and minsan kasi tinuturo natin very malinis yung musical elements, apolitical siya and it's so uninteresting for children. So, magandang tignan when we look at the mother tongue, ang dami pala yung history ng bawat kanta and sort of gives us a view of how intramigration in our country occurs. So, yun, katulad nung example na song na yan, na merong Cagayanon and then merong Ilocano. I'm sure yung Pen-Pen di Sarapin, maraming version yun. Tsaka yung
marami. Yes.
Kaya, di ba? So, ganun din. So now we discover as we do this mother tongue based music education that we not only have to teach technical things, but more importantly, the more humanistic parts of songs, and that is their history. Diba? Parang mas interesting yun eh. Tapos I think what Joey was mentioning a while ago regarding the music that accompanies your life and how you remember it. Of course, that's one psychologistic way of looking at it. because the brain really develops outside going in when you're a teenager. And they've tracked it to particular age, which is 14. But that's Western research. Hindi pa kasi tayo nakakapag-usap as Filipinos, ano ba yung sa atin? I mean, not necessarily siguro the same. Diba? So it's very hard to generalize. Pero ang kagandahan, it's very hard to generalize how people would behave. But what we know is that in certain localities, this happens. And that is, I think, what is important for us to teach. Yung migration ng mga songs in places. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. O yan, si Ma'am Daisy, meron siyang nais sabihin.
Yeah, gusto kong sabihin talaga, I don't know if it's also in line with what Ma'am Joy is saying. I don't like to miss saying this kasi I found the lessons very hindi lang interesting very meaningful, no? Parang kasi as Bruno Nettel, no, the ethnomusicologist would say, we teach not just to make our learners enjoy, but also to understand and find meaning in the lessons, di ba? Jesher said it well when he said in his lesson that for the students to ano sabi ni Jesher doon? Sinabi niya, we make sense out of the music lesson. Ang galing nung pagkasabi niya, if you caught that, no, what he said. And all of the lessons did just that. No, yung mga lessons nila, hindi lang yung konsepto ng music, no? Of course, that is part of the structure, but also especially because of yung creating part, no? May mga creating parts sila doon, mga improvisation and the meanings of the songs, no? Yung mga meaning of the songs. So our learners get meaning out of that music lesson. I think that's what's really important when we teach, no? Especially that is exactly the essence of music, di ba? No, that's why we teach music. Kaya tayo, mga doomed tayo as music teachers. No, we don't get money out of our vocation. I'd like to say it is a vocation more than a career. Di ba? No, kaya nga sinasabi ko sa mga estudyante ko, we're doomed, but it's a wonderful kind of being doomed. No problem, di ba? So because we give meaning in our lessons, no? So and I found it in our speakers. Ang gagaling nila. Congratulations talaga sa mga. I was so overwhelmed. I personally was overwhelmed. Yun lang. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. How about si Ma'am Ella? Ma'am Ella, meron ka bang gustong i-share?
Yes, as bilang a little bit younger than than everyone, sobrang I really enjoyed how the demonstrators was able to connect to the learners in pag ipe-present po ito sa ating mga estudyante. Kasi tama rin po si Ma'am Daisy, si Ma'am Joy, si Ma'am Lorna, and Sir Joey na it's all about connecting our very own sa mga learners natin, which this rarely happen. Sa totoo lang po, hindi siya ganoon. Kung mapapansin po natin, ako, before I teach younger kids, lahat po ng mga songs natin halos Western. Western po yung mga songs natin. Pero day 1 to hanggang ngayon, day 2, pwede yung sariling atin. And I think that's really important that we impart it that way. And yun, very good po talaga yung mga demonstrators. Sobrang galing po nila. Congratulations po. But with that, may question po ako sa kanila. Di ba po? Para ano. I think we've asked this before to them. Yesterday rin. But I really wanted to know also what are the challenges that they encountered in preparing such material? Besides technicals and all, ano po ba yung mga challenges natin?
Yan. Sige, baka sasagot si Ma'am Magnolia, no? She's raising her hand. Spotlight natin siya. Yan. Hi, Ma'am Magnolia.
Hello po. Good evening sa lahat. Gusto ko lang pong I'm glad na emphasize po yung meaning kanina, no? Yung meaning ng song. Dito sa kasi sa Ibanag song, doon sa Tagalinaw kami, it talks about the difficulties of a farmer, kung gaano kahirap yung trabaho ng isang farmer dito sa amin, ano, kasi halos yearly nababaha, ganun, yung yung farm dito sa amin. Pasensya na po sa ingay ng aso namin. Yung sinasabi ng song, ng composer dun sa song, kahit gaano kahirap daw yung farming dito sa amin, as long na andyan si Neneng, yung Neneng po pala dito na tinutukoy niya ay yung anak niya. Yung anak niya. Oo. Sabi niya, kahit anong hirap ng farming, basta andyan ang anak ko, napapawi lahat ang pagod ko. Ganun po yung meaning ng song. Ganun po ka-rich para sa amin na mga Ibanags yung song. Kasi karamihan, yes, karamihan
Sorry.
sa amin. Mga
Sorry,
farm.
Magnolia, I was wondering, when you guys were talking about the meaning of the song, it dawned on me na yung mga Ibanag yata matatapang na mga tao di ba? Di ba culturally you are very resilient and very matapang?
Opo,
That's why it
opo.
nag-reflect sa kanta ninyo kanina. I was like, whoa, no wonder ang tatapang ninyo. I mean,
Matapang
I don't know
po.
if you're Ibanag, but ganun nga.
Opo.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir Jose, Sir Bong, ano po ang challenges nyo sa paggawa nitong ating demo lesson?
Yes, ma'am. Challenges po. Hindi naman po naging masyadong mahirap, ma'am, dahil available naman po yung material na ginamit po namin. Sorry po, naglalakad po ako kasi gusto ko ipakita yung aming libro po. Ano po yung project po, Sir Rubio. So dito po namin kinuha yung material. Ito po. So ang title po nito ay Visiting Folk Songs of Region 3. Kaya madali lang po yung paghanap namin ng material. And then, ang napili ko nga po na song na i-present po kanina is yung Habala at saka po yung Salamat Ama. Habala po, sambal folk song po yun. Though hindi po ako taga Sambales pero yun po yung nagustuhan ko. At paumanhin po dahil hindi naman talaga ako nagsasalita o umaawit ng sambal. Ako lang po yung gumawa kasi ng music video po nung kaya yun na rin po yung ginamit. Saka yung Salamat Ama naman po, composed by Sir Modesto Labini from Aurora po, saka ni Sir Paeng po. So yun po. So madali lang po yung pagkuha ng material. And then sa lesson planning naman po, very thankful po ako sa inyo po, Ma'am Dali, and po Ma'am Pauline po, no, from UST. Kaya naayos po yung lesson plan. And then sa video po ng lesson, medyo nag-struggle po kami ng aking partner na si Sir Frank, and thank to him po dahil po niya ako para mabuo po ito. Kung mapapansin niyo po kasi medyo maingay po kasi wala po kami studio. So yun po yung sa amin, yung paghanap ng lugar ng ibon. Pero it sounds very natural naman po. Baba yung sounds ng mga or huni ng mga ibon. So yun po ma'am yung aking experience at very thankful po ako and very grateful po na nabigyan po ako ng pagkakataon. So salamat po kay Sir Paeng. At salamat po sa PSME at ako po ay naging bahagi ng team. Salamat po sa musika na aking natutuhan ngayon. Ang dami po. Na-amaze po ako doon sa mga teacher presenter na iba. Ano po? Napakapalad po natin at nadinig natin sa pagkakataon ito yung mga bagong musika. And from Sir Joey Ayala po. Maswerte din po tayo at nadinig na ang kanyang mga bagong musika. So, thank you po and good evening po. God bless po sa atin.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I think po, can we hear from Sir Jesher? Sir Jesher, are you there? What are your challenges Good evening, good afternoon. Ano po bang oras dyan sa inyo?
It's a good morning po sa ating lahat ng umaga po.
Good morning, sir. All the way from
England, ma'am.
England. O, diba?
Yes, I'm actually, other than the technical side of doing things, it's also as I've recently conducted my research, doing it online with the kids, conducting lessons online. It's actually the sense of developing music materials that are available for the kids, and for the sense that, because the context that I did my lesson was for an urban area, we've been doing mother tongue, but the realities for us, especially for the urban areas, is we have multilingual mother tongue learners. They have several mother tongues, and to actually have materials na do it strictly Ilocano lang ba? Do it Pangasinan lang ba? O Tagalog lang ba dapat? Especially for early years. But research has shown us that there are students within one classroom who has two or three mother tongues in their class. So the challenge for us teachers, especially doing things online and students exposed into these materials online, exposed to YouTube, exposed to a lot of shows online, is to actually have the balance as well. It's really good that we are working towards having more mother tongue materials, more mother tongue games, rhymes, and songs to our children. But at the same time is to see that it is actually still culture relevant, especially that migration is ongoing. That's one of the biggest factors why we have multilingual learners in one classroom and having multiple mother tongues. So yun yung ating the challenge that I have faced concerning this singing in the mother tongue.
Thank you, sir. Anyone po from the panel to want to ask questions or something? But sige po. I have here from the chat box po. The question is for Sir Edre Perez. Sir Edre Perez, tama po ba yung pagkaka-pronounce ko ng name nyo? Was the use of Tati rhythm a deliberate effort to combine the Kodai and Gordon rhythm names? That's for Sir Jesser.
Yes po, as I myself has been trained with Gordon Kodai, yun yung, if I would use the word bias in my teaching demonstration. Although we also wanted it to be, because in Kodai it's just it's TT. But
yes,
to be culture relevant sa aming mga Ilocano, pag ginamit po namin yung TT, it won't be appropriate for the kids, especially for the early learners. I had to make it Tati instead of TT kasi nga inappropriate siya sa aming language.
Yun. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. For Mr. Forteza, how do you create your materials or songs? This is for Mr. Forteza.
Hello po, good evening po to everybody.
Sir Trey, yan.
Ayan, rinig po ba ako? Ayan, actually po, the songs itself, the materials that I use kasi, it was only given to me. Ako lang po yung how do you say this? Ako lang po yung gumawa ng lesson for that to be taught sa mga bata. So basically po, inaral ko pa rin po yung kanta para po maituro ko rin siya ng maayos. Actually, to answer po the question of Miss Ella kanina, yung mga bagay na nahirapan kami when creating that, siguro yung sa akin is to know the meaning of the song itself. Since it's very hard for us, siguro relatable ito sa mga teachers natin ngayon, music teachers, lalo na po kapag hindi nyo naiintindihan yung language, nahihirapan po tayong ituro, lalo na kapag hindi natin naiintindihan yung language, yung meaning ng kanta. Kasi it's very important din po na we teach the students kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng kanta, ba't natin siya kinakanta. So ayun po, yun po yung medyo nahihirapan din po ako because it's very hard to know the meaning of the song since it's if I'm not mistaken, it's in Monobo. Naghanap po talaga ako, tinulungan po ako ni Miss Ella to look for a translation for that. So ayun po. Siguro this project po ng PSME, yung Singing in Mother Tongues, it's very helpful for us music teachers kasi this will help us know na napakadaming folk songs in our mother tongues na pwede nating ituro, and we can also know the meaning of them since we already have this kind of event. Thank you so much, PSME, for this. Yun lang po.
Thank you. Actually, thank you to Sir Joey Ayala. Sir Joey, ano mo masasabi mo sa pagkaka-interpret natin ng Idana lesson from Manobo?
May nakita nga ako, reggae ba daw siya?
Opo, tinanong rin po yun.
Ano kasi, yung indak, wait, let me give you an example. Ha? Ito ang isa sa mga viral beats of music na napulot ko sa Mindanao. Yung ganyang klaseng rhythmic. Reggae din siya reggae siya Pero native siya. So it points to it is a very universal part of music as a technical language, no, yan, no? Reggae talaga siya. So, and malakas ang reggae sa Mindanao. Siguro may genetic yan kung ano ang pinakinggan ng ninuno mo, naka-encode yan sa katawan niya, naka-encode din yan sa katawan mo. So when people ask me about ethnic music or indigenous music, ang sagot ko lagi is, investigate your own ethnicity and you will discover that you have an affinity for the musics that come from those cultures kung saan nanggaling ang katawan mo. It's always nice to link hard biology doon sa art. Another example, na-realize ko yan nung nakausap ko si composer ng South Border, si Jay Durias. No? Sinabi ko yan, sabi niya, kasi kaibigan ko tatay niya but I didn't know this. Sabi niya, ang lolo ko, pare, itim. Afro-American. Kaya pala yung mga composition niya, akala mo talaga gawa ng itim. Natural talaga siya sa something to do with the genetics. No? Very interesting. Anyway, don't ignore the physical side of what we're doing because it's also a very interesting thread to follow. Saan galing? Yung migration, very interesting talaga. Ma'am Joy, may tanong. Oh, Ma'am Joy.
Ano lang, comment. Paano inaral ni Sir Barcelo yung song, Sir Jose, kung hindi siya native speaker? So did he learn it via recording or nakipag-consult ba siya with the speaker of that language on how to pronounce it? Kasi madalas ang nakikita natin, scores, di ba? Wala doon ng phonetic at hindi rin tayo marunong magbasa ng international phonetic notation. So it's either as teachers, we umaasa tayo sa recording. Yung recording na nakukuha natin, we are not sure if it is community validated. So yun yung question ko. Comments dun sa shinare na book. So teachers, importante po yung archives. Kung meron kayong archives, collections of songs sa inyong mga lugar, tanungin nyo na po yung mga meron nito kung pwede nyo siyang gamitin. Pangalawa, community mapping. Kailangan ninyong imapa, tulad ng sinabi ni Joey, kung ano yung nasa community ninyo. Pangatlo, regarding dun sa chat regarding the chat about how do you navigate using Western tools and then to keep the authenticity of the folk songs. Pons Benagen, one of the authors of the IPRA, and has this thing to say about contextualization. There are two things. One, localization, wherein you use materials that are local, but the concept is what is there in the curriculum. So in that sense, your question is about localization. Number two, he says indigenization is also part of contextualization, which we have not done yet. What is indigenization according to Pons Benagen? He said that there are also local knowledges, indigenous knowledge, skills, and practices, which we still have to discuss as a community of music educators. How is Philippine music? How do we teach it to kids? Because when you say Western tools, perhaps those tools are not appropriate because the knowledge that you will teach is local. So there is no straight answer to that question because it is a very loaded question. The number three, regarding the comment of Joey, sorry, I will comment now once regarding biomusicology. There is a research by Stephen Brown about mitochondrial DNA having memory. So perhaps you might want to look into that. Thank you.
Thank you. That was very informative, Dr. Guadalupe. This is for everyone. Last question po. Last question for our demonstrators. Anyone can answer. Anyone can answer. How does one balance using Western tools in teaching and maintaining the authenticity or essence of the folk songs? Actually, parang may kaugnayan rin po yung sinabi ni Ma'am Joy. Anyone who wants to answer po?
Story of my life yan eh.
Sir
Can I
Joey,
ask-
baka ikaw. Or
Can I
sige,
ask
ma'am.
Nino first to answer? Si Nino kasi alam ko si Nino nahirapan yan sa Catanduanes kasi ang hirap ng internet connection niya eh. Maybe
Yes,
Nino,
go, Sir
can you share
Nino.
with us something from your experience?
Hello,
By the way,
ma'am.
Sir
Sorry po.
Nino, napakaganda ng iyong
Na-COVID pa yan si Nino habang ginagawa niya yung project. Oo, but he did it, no? Resilience nga.
Thank you po. Sorry po nawala ako kasi nag-brown out po kasi kaya naghanap akong signal. Wala kasing connection. Yung experience ko talagang nakakapagod siya kasi ako talaga yung nag-collect. Talagang nilibot namin yung buong Catanduanes. Tapos also with the help of my supportive family and also my girlfriend, talagang bumabiyahe kami sa malalayong lugar. Tapos yung kayang imotor, nagmamotor kami. Tapos parang na-found out ko na kung mas far lang yung area, mas maraming mga kanta ang nakukuha. Bakit? Kasi parang na-realize ko rin na mas late dumating sa kanila yung civilization, yung technology, kaya parang wala silang influence ng mga music. Ang dami kong mga na-collect na kanta, tapos 33 doon yung parang na-transcribe ko na song na pwedeng ituro sa schools. Kasi merong isang research about Katandungan folk songs, pero nakita ko lang yun nung nagre-research na ako. Hindi ko siya nalaman growing up. Para yung gusto ko dito sa mga songs na nag-gather ko, kasi ibang set of songs yun, kaya mas parang ang ganda sa feeling kasi nakakuha ko ng iba't ibang mga songs. Gusto ko maturo yun sa mga bata, kaya gusto ko talagang maturo yun. Kaya yun yung mahirap. Ang isa ko pa pong nahirapan na experience ay yung kung paano ba ma-maintain yung authenticity ng song. Kasi yun talaga yung mahirap pag nagtatranscribe ka. Kasi meron akong mga song pero na talagang sinunod ko talaga yung talagang kung paano siya kinanta. Dito, dun sa material kong ginawa, hindi ba naman po yun published? Kasi kakatapos ko pa lang po ng MA. Yung dun po sa meron, yung sa thesis po talagang nandun po yung authenticity nung pagkakanta, yung key signature, kung ano yung pitch ng pagkakanta, tapos yung mga rhythmic patterns. Pero dun sa material, parang ang ginawa ko po ay parang yung approach ay para sa learnability ng mga bata. Yung mas simpler siya at syempre yung range ay akma dapat sa mga bata. Yun po yung talagang nahirapan rin po ako. And also po sa pag-prepare ng lesson plan, hindi naman po ako masyadong nahirapan at very thankful po ako sa aking advisor na si Ma'am Daisy. Thank you very much, Ma'am, for your guidance. Na-overwhelmed talaga ako sa event na to. Talagang ang saya kasi I'm able to meet the same people sharing the same passion as me. Tapos po, nahirapan ako dun sa pag-record, yung pag-shoot ko kasi na-COVID nga ako, nag-quarantine ako. Tapos, nung week na yon, after nung ma-COVID ako, nabasa ko sa email na submission na pala nung video lesson. Talagang, parang gusto ko talaga makasali, kaya nag-effort talaga ako. Tapos, same week din na yon, after nun, mag-MECQ, magla-lockdown dito sa Catanduanes kasi alert level 4 kami ngayon. Wow. Kaya ginawa ko, after nung ng MECQ, nag-shoot ako sa school. Kasi mas maganda mag-shoot pag may blackboard kasi pwede mo na rin siyang gawing green screen. Kaya yun. Kaya nung pag-lockdown, work from home namin, ang ginagawa ko, ito yung video lesson, ginagawa ko yun. Buti na nagawa ko naman. Thank you very much po sa inyo. Ayun po.
Ganda yung napipilitan, ano?
Hindi naman po. Gusto ko talagang
I
makasali,
think
sir.
good. Kasi ako napansin ko sa sarili ko, pag hindi ko pinilit, hindi ko magagawa. There's a thing, creating your own emergency. Kunyari, it needed in 2 weeks, 1 week. Tapos yung panic nandun din. 1 week na lang.
I mean,
Sa
we're
akin, sir,
talking
ano,
about we're talking
kasi
about naka-COVID siya and yet he did it. You know, a very representative of the resilience of a music teacher. That's why I wanted
Oo
to.
nga, ma'am.
Or maybe
Diba? Grabe
better
ang tiyaga
immune
natin.
system.
Ha? Di ba, Joey, kahit na walang ganito? Di ba?
Basta magandang immune system mo dahil musician ka.
Yes.
Magandang
Oo,
immune
oo.
system mo.
That's what I really admire.
Mas maano ka, mas healthy. If you're a practicing musician, I think, your body functions in a more harmonic, resonant manner. Yung mga rhythms ng katawan mo, iba-ibang pulso yan eh. Pag
Yes.
lagi kang kumakanta o kumapalakpak o you're doing rhythmic work, yung rhythms ng katawan mo, nakahanay yan. Nakahanay. Less ang pagod, madali ka mag-recuperate pag may sakit ka. Diba? Do you sing yourselves to sleep? Yung kunyari, masama pakiramdam mo. Ako, habit ko yan eh, since childhood. Parang toning. Masahe sa loob yan eh. Nagbabibrate yung lungs mo. Nagbabibrate yung capillaries mo. Yung system mo nagbabibrate. And because you're doing it on purpose, it's an exercise. It strengthens your diaphragm, lahat. Damay lahat. Malaking bagay talaga ang music.
Music
Lalo
is
pa
everything.
explore the inside of it, the inside the body, inside the mind.
Ang dami natin natutunan today, no? Bukod dun sa videos, pati sa discussion, pati sa mga comments, lahat super ganda. Yung mata ko nga lumilinaw na eh. Sobrang dami kong nakita at narinig ngayon. So, thank you, ma'am, no?
Yes. Anong LSS nyo ngayon? Sambal ba? Iba na? Ano ba? We have Tagalog, Bicol. So, yung ating talbos kay Sir Joey.
Gulay-gulay yan. Baka gulay kasi nakain na tayong lahat maya-maya po, no? Ayan. Sige, so bago tayo umalis, mag-picture taking muna po tayo. Sana po tayong lahat, no? So, sino ba ang mag-photo sa atin? Si Biel po ata, si Miss PSME board. So, sasabihin na lang po yung, ano tawag dito, kung anong frame na tayo, no? So, Miss Biel, please signal out.
4 pages photo, so I'll take 4, I hope at least 4 photos. Okay, let's say PSME. 3, 2, 1. PSME. Okay. Next 4 po. Ready? 3, 2, 1. PSME. Okay. Next group. Oh, pa-on po ang screen. Okay. Yes, thank you. Ayan, I'm seeing your beautiful faces. May nakiki-background din. Thank you po. Next photo. 3, 2, 1. PSME. Okay. All right po. I think that's all. Thank you very much to our attendees. Nako,
Salamat po. Please, don't forget, meron po tayong isa pang day bukas. So, check niyo po yung mga email, nandun yung link. At bago po tayo umalis ngayon, meron pong feedback form dito sa ating chat box. So, huwag niyo pong kalimutan, lalo na po yung may kailangan ng certificate. Yung mga gusto rin po mag-member, nandito rin po yung tiny URL natin sa chat box. Miss Biel, siguro paki-type na lang po ulit para hindi na sila mag-read. Yung ating evaluation form for today at saka po yung membership. Ayun, so yan, malapit na mag-7, medyo nag-overtime po tayo. Pero salamat pa rin po sa pag-stay at salamat po. Kita-kits ulit bukas. Magsayawan tayo ngayong gabi. Ayan, sige, paalam po. See you tomorrow! Woo!